Hello, I'm Holly Ward. I am an interdisciplinary artist, grateful for the privilege to live and work as an uninvited guest between Heffley-Creek BC, otherwise known as Tecumloops in the traditional and unceded territory of the Secwepemc peoples, and Toronto, Ontario, otherwise known as Takaronto, which territory has been caretaken by the Anishinaabeg Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, this land's current treaty holders. My work utilizes sculpture, multimedia installation, architecture, video, and drawing as a means to examine the role of aesthetics in the formation of new social realities. My work stems from research into various visionary practices such as utopian philosophy, science fiction literature, and visionary architecture, investigating the use value of form and signification in the social context. Specifically, I'm interested in how aesthetic forms and artistic practice can articulate, convey, and develop our collective desires for a better world. The piece I've donated to C Magazine's fundraising auction is a piece called Back to the Land, Drop Spores, and is one of a series of works by the same name. These works were created by foraging for wild mushrooms and placing them on black archival paper in order to create a spore print. So the media for these images is therefore actual mushroom spores affixed to the paper and presented under UV resistant glass. These artworks were exhibited in my 2015 solo exhibition, The House of Light and Entropy at Republic Gallery in Vancouver. This was my first series of discrete works stemming from my ongoing project at Pavilion, a land-based artist project currently being developed in collaboration with artist Kevin Schmidt, which is aimed at developing cross-disciplinary investigations into the utopian imaginary, countercultural practices, and the merging of art and life. However, the Pavilion project actually commenced in 2009 as a temporary project space which I developed for my year-long stint as artist in residence at Langara College, Vancouver, for which I constructed a 22-foot geodesic dome to serve as a catalyst for artistic experimentation and collaboration. Following that year, the project was relocated to its permanent home in Heffley-Creek BC with the support of Jane Irwin and Ross Hill. But back to the House of Light and Entropy exhibition. The experience of shifting my artistic focus from an urban context to a rural and land-based context has deeply impacted my work and my understanding of artistic engagement and creative agency. The House of Light and Entropy was developed in response to that specific context, which is rural, remote, and seemingly pastoral, but also a site of colonial occupation, agricultural industry, and heavy resource extraction activity. Works produced for this show were developed through in-depth and process-based engagements with material byproducts of resource extraction and agricultural industries, as well as flora, fauna, and geologic elements local to the pavilion. The 2D and sculptural works presented in this exhibition examined notions of material surplus and transformation and developed a syntax of inquiry into material and artistic agency. Repurposed architectural structures supported raw materials transformed through artistic processes, creating a vital link between self-reliance and the necessities of life, in this case, the construction of shelter, and the creation of discrete artworks. My small offering for the C Magazine auction is a work that carries not only aesthetic value, but is a trace of my own encounters on the land, as evidence of close observation and encounters with these organisms that themselves serve the biosphere as agents of decomposition, bioremediation, and nourishment. So thank you for watching my short video and for your support of C Magazine.